That was extremely strong though. But Menagerie Hunter still does it somehow. Okay, that is how this deck should work, right? Turn 3, Amphibian Spirit, Terrorscale, and let's go. Well, that's how you do it, right? Well, that's how you do it with this deck, bro, against this Shaman. I guess he didn't find. Didn't find the right cards, right? Well, that felt fun, right? Well, that felt fun, I don't know. It's kind of like you climb ranks so fast, like people actually cannot like do anything about it like this. I kind of like it so far, because we are like straight lethal next turn. Shouldn't be like any way he actually survives here. Oh, maybe he has a hollow. Oh, Hollow Hound actually rotated, right? Hollow Hound actually rotated here. Yeah. I was concerned there for a second. Gave me flashbacks, right? In the past meta where Hollow Hound was actually a thing. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so dirty though. Oh my friend, I'm so sorry to do that to you. So sorry though. And a perfect bounce, bro. Oh my god, for an extra damage. Oh, I can't imagine his feeling out there, bro. No, I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, bro. Sometimes this deck can just like high roll like crazy, and it's too unfair sometimes. It's just, oh, ooh. I have to take a shower after this one. I see it. Oh my god. Oh my, no. No. It shouldn't be like this. This is too much. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my bro. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How are you doing there? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Top 100. So today we're playing this deck, which is a new addition of a Menagerie Hunter. That is one of the strongest additions like of a Menagerie overall archetype so far on a Hunter hero for it. The idea here is like, you know, is pretty much to combine an egg, existing like egg hunter with all those death rolls going on for you, but with a couple of substitutions for you to actually have a menagerie like sitting going on, have a couple of elementals, all that good stuff like a Murmy here, and for you, like even a Nerubian here is kind of like a non-dead, right? There's a Nerubian Egg right there. It's kind of like still a non-dead for you, and this one actually gives you a beast. So, like, you have Naga, you have Undeads, you have Murlocs, Elementals, a lot of good stuff overall, obviously beasts. So Menagerie Jug is something that can give you a lethal on turn 5. That is like something that we discovered playing other Menagerie decks. Sometimes opponents just like don't have a response in early turns, have a slow start, and you just like roll over that one. With a Menagerie on turn 5, you're just like, you know, guarantee yourself a lethal sometimes. So this is kind of like a pinnacle of what is going on right now. This deck is in the top 3 or top 4 of the ladder right now, according to the win rate. And it competes against like pretty much the same deck, which is like kind of like excludes a Menagerie Jug and adds more like eggs and all of that good stuff, like, and triggers, right? So this is kind of like what it is right now. This is the best performing like you know, deck overall on the ladder. So we have to try it. Obviously, we tried a lot of other Menagerie decks, and all of them were like, you know, decent. Like, with an exception of a Paladin, for some reason it felt really strong. But a Menagerie Hunter is something that we have to try. So let's jump right in. Got some urgent things to do after the introduction of the deck, so we're kind of like continuing to play it on the next day. So let's see. Cryopractor is kind of like something I want to try how good it is on early turns. It's a +3/+3. It's kind of like cool, but I guess it's an activation for our egg, so let's probably throw it out and try to find an egg here. It's kind of like turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. That is fine. Menagerie Jug is what we need. Menagerie Jug is all we need. Let's apply some pressure here. 1 extra damage to his face. Rogue is actually, you know, kind of like an underrated class right now. Because, I kind of think a Menagerie version can actually do the trick. But I guess he, you know, he knows better. He knows better. I guess he played against hunters for too many times to know better that it's kind of like a 0 chance. Well, I didn't know that, though. I didn't know that. Well, we'll see about that. I kind of like don't really see any rocks on the ladder usually, and that's weird, right? Rogue is kind of like in the top performing decks, like at least a Menagerie version as far as I saw it. Uther. Didn't see any paladins too. The only decks that I showcased for paladin were the Menagerie paladin deck. Patchwork Pals is something strong, so let's keep it. Oh, and Nerubian Egg for us too. Sweet. We can even coin out for a Patchwork Pals to get a 4/4 talent on the board. Early enough. Come on. If that is a Menagerie, it's kind of like cool. Okay, let's do that for now.
I don't have enough mana.
As much as I hate it, I actually have to do that. Because I kind of think the only playable version is a Menagerie Paladin. Everything else is kind of like, you know... Well, he has an empty turn, let's... Well, we have a Cryopractor, so we have to play an egg here, unfortunately. Found a Cryopractor. Oh, that's a new paladin. Dragons, right? Dragons.
Feel your blood run cold.
Dragons. I've seen this deck once, but I got kicked off. I couldn't like see how well it does. It's a 4/4 town first, right? I probably need like an Aggie here. One more egg on the board, probably have to actually get football here. Macer. Well, that's a new version. It's kind of like a draw, right? It has to concentrate on the draw. Menagerie Jug. Beast, Undead, oh my, and a Murloc. Well, let's go. Well, I guess that's strong. That's like, you know, my educated guess on there. Play Menagerie turn 5 wins a game, right? We're straight on lethal. Just like, you know, just letting you know, guys. Well, here's an Quality Consecration. Oh my god, it brings me back, so... Quality Consecration. Now let's probably play as many minions as possible. Let's do a Taunt Teaser. Taunt Teaser. Taunt Teaser. And a Hopper. Let's try on lethal next turn. Oh, taunt 4-5 is annoying. Gamero. Oh, come on, man. Stop that. What is that one? Draw spells that cost 5 or more. Now we don't have a lease, alright? Don't really want those to, you know, to die. Don't really want those to die. Let's do something like this. Kind of think that might be enough. Well, we are kind of like still trying to lethal, right? Still trying to lethal. Let's see if he has a response to that. Well, he drew 2 portals. He shuffled 2 and he drew all of them, right? Oh, that was you know, that was a little lucky. Well, he you know, forced to draw 1, but the second one was a complete luck. Okay, that is true. Okay, that is true. Okay. Let's try on lethal yet again. You have a hopper, right? We have a hopper hidden. I guess, right? I guess. Let's see what's up. He didn't imbue, so he has like still 3 costs. Oh, it costs like it kind of buffs him in a deck, really? It's harsh. Oh my god. Getting out of hand zone. We need some help. Arcane Shot. Arcane Shot is actually really good here. I would say even extremely good. Like that, he has 21 damage. So Arcane Shot is just like too good to Basil because of this. Because of this. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. So we didn't have a hopper here, we had a Leok here, okay. But we are trying lethal, that is the most we could ask for. As I said, like Arcane Shot would like too good to pass here. Because he has to find a way to heal, and you know, his deck might just like not have that. Might just, but might still have one. He might have a Vacation Planet at least. Because he kind of like want to draw, right? You kind of want to draw. What do you get? Life steal, really, now. Really now? Come on, brother. Let me see if you have any kind of heal. Your power does it for now. still has to find a way to actually remove the whole board too. What is the highest cost spell? Really now? At the end of your turn, cast remaining flames 3 times. A lifesteal deal 5 damage to the lowest health enemy twice, my friend.
Twice as hard, twice as fast.
That was strong. That was extremely strong though. But Menagerie Hunter still does it somehow. So our choice to actually get an Arcane Shot there was a game-winning strat, right? That's pretty sweet. We had the only copy of Arcane Shot. That was exactly what it takes.
Rexa versus Sir Finley.
Sir Finley. Oh, I'm curious how this kind of like combo shaman actually does against decks like this. We're really curious though. It has hex, alright. Has a couple of hexes here. I can even triangulate them. Usually that is what happens. Oh.
My blood boils for war.
That's tempting. Kind of well in one corner here for an extra damage from a Naga here. Let's do that for now. Here's the mechanics. Nice. We need to drive one more. Oh, one more hex here. If he has a second one, and plays it right away. He doesn't. Okay. So now we can actually play an Amphibian Spirit. Exactly what we need. Let's hope for him not to jump on an exo. Well, I guess we are guaranteed not to have that problem. We are guaranteed not to have the problem, right? I guess this is fine. Do as much damage as possible here. Now let's hope for him not to have a volcanic, whatever that is. Or if he does, let's hope for it to kill a tier 3 froggy here. Multiply will, okay. Cannot clear his whole board zone. Oh, but he has a pop-up book, okay. So he will clear the board next turn. As unfortunate as it is, okay. So we have to do this now. Let's do that. Maybe one more Arcane Shot here. Maybe an Arcane Shot, just like to deal as a little more damage though. Okay, what is that? How are you doing? Do we do like an Arcane Shot, just like for the sake of it? I guess. Let's go. Kind of like straight damage. Let's go. Molten Magma is not really effective here, but he knows better, right? That was the worst one. But I guess he has a full board clear anyway, and we're kind of screwed here.
Spartans!
How many games? It's a third game, bro. Third game. I played a different version of a Hunter. I made a YouTube video about it, but for now, that's about it. As I said, I kind of like want to see how well it does against this Shaman, and I guess it does really bad though. It has a lot of board clears, right, and hexes. Here's a Murmur. Zero pops up, right? Zero pops out, and we can concede.
All are nourished and the cycle renewed.
Seems fun. It is really fun though. Any Menagerie archetype right now is kind of like really fun. But it's still an aggro. It's still an aggro. It's kind of like an all-in. If you just like, you know, don't really threaten like those lethals until like 5, 6, 7, and if you don't really execute those, you might just like fall short, like as it was in this game, right? We couldn't kill him like till turn 7 because he found all the board clears, hexes, and all of that good stuff, and that's it. That's about it. Same when I play Control DK. Like you just control the board for the first like 6 turns, and after that it just melt any aggro like this, just like melts out. Same story. Yes, another Shaman, obviously. Well, I played pretty much all the Menagerie archetypes except probably Rogue. I've seen like a Rogue does pretty well, a Menagerie archetype of a Rogue. Any other Menagerie type I actually played out, bro. Terrorscale Stalker. Well, this is kind of like a good combo. Let's see where it lands. Let's hope we actually draw a Nerubian Egg here, obviously. Because if we do a Vicious Slitherspear into a Nerubian Egg, oh my, let's go. That should be fun right now. Should be fun this way, but let's hope he doesn't have a hex, right? Let's hope he doesn't have a hex, bro. Nice. Nice. That is how this deck should work, right? Turn 3, Amphibian Spirit, Terrorscale, and let's go. That's sweet. That should be the game where we play Menagerie Jug on turn 5 and finish him off. Maybe that is actually like how you do that against like this kind of like combo decks. But he still can have like all those volcanic, like whatever that thing is. Poppin' Soda, whatever. Lightning Storm, not really strong, but it's fine. Not really strong, but it's fine though. Tracking, let's go. Couldn't be any better, right? Couldn't be any better. Let's go. How much house do we have? 9, 10, 14, yeah. Well, that's how you do it, right? Well, that's how you do it with this deck, bro, against this Shaman. Well, as I said, I'm kind of like, you know, kind of curious how well this does. Nailed it, yeah, bro. That's probably like the way. That's probably the way how you deal with those control decks with billions of board clears and like, you know, hexes and all that good stuff. That's really strong though, really strong. Didn't even need a Menagerie Jug on turn 5 to finish him off. There are too many board clears these days. Well, imagine how many board clears there were before. As they actually removed a Soul Stealer from a Death Knight, but a Soul Stealer from a Death Knight. Imagine a Soul Stealer being a thing right now, where like a Shaman plays a whole combo on turn like 7, and has a full board of Nebula guys and all of that good stuff, and Soul Stealer just comes out and just like on turn 8, and clears everything of this. And clears everything, just like everything so far. So they removed that one. Like, if a Soul Stealer was still a thing, I guess I guess Death Knight would do much better these days. Because only Death Knight that is playable is a BBU, right? So a Soul Stealer would be in that deck like 100%, right?
My blood boils for war.
Just you because you play an aggro? Well, aggro is always like the way, right? If you want to climb fast ranks, like to the legend, I'm not talking about like top 100 or something. You probably should just like play aggro. If you enjoy it, it's much better though. So what do we do here? Yeah, Soul Stealer is now in the wild, unfortunately. They rotated in. As unfortunate as it is like this. I kind of want this. Maybe I... Let's go. Yeah, that was the first card, like, when I actually tried to create a control Death Knight, that was the first card I wanted to add there. And I looked for it and I was like, where is it? So, yeah, it's not anymore. It's not there anymore, unfortunately. It's not there anymore. Okay, we have to protect our, like, our Slitherspear here. Kitty. What is up? Nightmare Lord Service. Okay, I guess that is a control-ish version, but we don't really know which type. Starship, Dark Gifts, 8 Hands, or Simple Control, right? Simple Control suck. So that is like, as a mystery for us. Our Still Rampage is actually really good. He doesn't have... We need like one. Unfortunately, it's not good because it gets cleared out by Corpse Explosion here. Is it a risk that we are going to take here? I guess we should. Let's force it out, right? If he has a Corpse Explosion, it's better for him to actually do it now, not later. Let's do that. He doesn't, okay. He doesn't have Corpse Explosion, that is, that is nice. Okay. 50-50. Okay, now I'm concerned. Because the Corpse Explosion here is really good for him. Maybe he milled it out. Maybe that is the case. 7 damage. 7 damage. Leok. That's like what? 11 plus 5, 16. Dude, if he has a husk, I'm really screwed there, right? If he has a husk, I'm really screwed. If he has a Corpse Explosion, I guess I'm screwed anyway. We have to play Murmy here, just for the sake of... Maybe I should play an egg, kind of like, as I think about it. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2... No, not really. Well, maybe still. Okay, let's go. Let's do this... This. Let's go face. Well, he's touching this card, too exciting for him. I guess he has a Corpse Explosion here. Just like guess so. No, just an Airlock Breach, okay. It's not too bad. I guess he didn't find. Dean finds the right cards, right? Because now even he does have a corpse explosion, he doesn't have corpses for him. It's pretty sweet. Well, so far this deck is doing, you know, much better than I hoped for. It's a 4-1 right now. We lost only against the Shaman, right? Against the Shaman who just like found all the board clears in the world. You know, it happens. I kind of like the way how fast that is, right? Playing an aggro, it's kind of like not really what is considered an aggro. It's kind of like what on the verge of being a mid-range versus aggro, right here. Well, that is a good start. I guess a priest. Okay, let's go. Kitty, what is up? What is up? How are you doing out there? If you don't eat the mic, you can go on the left, okay? If you don't really eat the mic, we have a deal here. You can go on the left, okay? Okay. We got a deal with the kitty, I guess, you know, it's all settled here. How you doing? Why do you cry so much? You wanted some attention or what? He gives us kind of like an empty turn, I guess. Patchwork Pals, as exciting as it feels, I think this, like, you know, a weapon developed early enough with all of those small minions on the board is kind of like a little better. But the new aggro priest with kind of like a mixture of Zarimi and stuff might be something that actually kills us off, because they have a lot of board clears, right, based on the dragons. Bird watching. Or maybe there is a Protest priest. I actually made a bet that a Protest priest is the best deck to play after nerfs, and it still holds even after, right? Well, like when the nerf popped out, Protest priest was actually like a really strong deck there. But even when the expansion actually, you know, was revealed, Protest priest is still playable. So, you know, matter actually a good bet there. That a Protest priest will be a sin. That's pretty sweet. We have a really nice board, by the way. Turn 3, we have like almost full board here. Chronobus, okay. So that is a Protest priest. Protest priest. I guess we'll buff it out. Let's go with the Patchwork Pals, just like to prepare that stuff. Now let's see what's going on here. I guess we'll go for a tracking to find, where's our guy here? Terrorscale Stalker, right? He didn't get a discount, so that would be just like a 3-3, okay. So that will be just like a 3-3 here. Okay, what do you want? We are acting a little weird these days, you know? Ooh. A Nagi out there. Or in Rampage. Well, Rampage is pretty decent. Against a Protest priest, they don't really have any, a lot of removals. Like a lot of board clears, as far as I remember. So I guess our Rampage is kind of like fine, because we are pushing for a lethal next turn. Let's do this. Just to jump off. Unfortunately, it didn't land there, but I could just like not do it as a like in as a win. Do you think this is better than Extraterrestrial Hunter? Well, According to statistics, Egg Zerg Hunter has a little better win rate, but I think that is because it's easier to pilot, right? I think it's just like easier to pilot because, like, you know, people are used to all of those Zerg shenanigans and all that good stuff. And this is kind of like a new deck. So I guess in like a week or so, if people will play like both of these decks, this will be somewhere close. And as for me, this kind of like feels a little more fun to play. So I think this is like, for me, this is better. According to statistics, it's pretty much the same. So, you know, it has like what, a difference in like 0.2 or point whatever, like a win rate. Not even like a 0.5%. So as far as it is, like, it's pretty much the same according to statistics, but and it's all just like whatever you like most. And I like this more. That's it. Tries to clear out. How much damage do we have? We have 15 damage, bro. Why are you still in this game? We have 15 damage even on the board. I'm not even talking about like whatever else. Oh, that felt fun, right? Well, that felt fun. I don't know. It's kind of like you climb ranks so fast. Like, people actually cannot like do anything about it like this. I kind of like it so far. It's like half an hour and we lost only one game and won like what, 5 or 6. Can actually recall. In half an hour, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, 5. Okay, now I see it. 5-1, right? 5-1 in half an hour. Marshmallow. That's a nice guy. Well, against another hunter. Actually a mirror, right? Let's see if that is a Zerg version. Zerg Egg Hunter was kind of like a deck that I tried one of the first ones, because it was like a top win rate, right? 1-3 is better than 1-2, so let's just like play that out. Zerg Egg Hunter was actually doing pretty well, so I tried it like before this one. Made a video about it and all that good stuff. Imbue Hunter, oh man. I faced Imbue Hunter like twice and that was like 0 chance for me. Like 0, literally. I'm not sure like how strong that can be. I understand like what you trying to accomplish with this one. You want your plushie, right? You want your plushie to actually do some dirty stuff. Like erase the boards, hit the face, bounce it off, and all of that, like, you know, strong things going on for you. Let's do an egg. I kind of want an egg here. Maybe I will just Slitherspear, because he will have to... you know, I kind of need like one of those actually be alive on the board. For this egg to pop off. Under Leok. Oh my, he actually pops off the eggs, really? That is a thank you. I was actually concerned how I'm going to do that, then. If that kills it, summon a 3-2 wolf with a rush? Dude, thank you, oh my. You're so kind, my dude. Let's go. And here was I, right? Worried about that stuff. Oh, 5-2. That's huge. That's an imbue, right? Imbue hero power. Well, his hero power is huge, bro. He attacks a Leon? Dude, how are you doing out there? All good and well? Okay, this is reserved for our eggs, right? Let's see, he shouldn't be able to, like, you know, to get any kind of board clears unless that is a plushie. Costs 2 less. He needs to find a plushie and actually target It's specifically with his hero power.
All better.
Draw? Draw a beast and imbue. That is a strong card, bro. Oh, so that is, you know, I guess why. I guess why is a, you know, as they play that stuff. But that should be enough. Because we are like straight lethal next turn. Shouldn't be like any way he actually survives here. Oh, maybe he has a hollow. Oh, Hollow Hound actually rotated, right? Hollow Hound actually rotated here. Yeah. I was concerned there for a second. Gave me flashbacks, right? In the past meta where Hollow Hound was actually a thing for a hunter. For kind of like a mid-range hunter like this. Dude, we're winning too fast. I actually need to make some content here for YouTube. We're winning too fast. Come on, give me some. Give me some. We need to lose one more for it to be fair. Like I have to show people on YouTube that this deck is fair. You know, don't really play it too much. Because it will just like destroy most of the decks that I will try.
I will never.
Oh my.
Let the hunt begin.
Oh, no. Maybe one. That's tough. That's tough. I kind of like want my one drops here. Let's throw those out. Kind of want my one drops and two drops maybe, like at most. Murmy here, Firefly here. That's fun. Menagerie Jug. Well, if you play it on turn 4, you might just like win out of it. Yeah, let's go. Who's a Firefly? He might be also a Menagerie and might play Murmy. Top decker for Murmy if he didn't play it on turn 1. He has a really bad hand. But I really need my coin here. Let's hope for it to work out for a Menagerie Jug. Oh my god, really? That is how bad your hand is? Dude, I'm sorry about that though. We need to play an egg just in case we top deck Terrorscale Stalker. That is the only card I will not keep a coin like for Menagerie Jug for. And I'll just like play an Amphibian Spirit and a Terrorscale next turn. Oh, that is a Mr. Zerg, by the way. That's what a chat wanted to see. How good a Menagerie against a Zerg here, right? Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so dirty though. Oh my friend, I'm so sorry to do that to you. So sorry though. And a perfect bounce, bro. Oh my god, for an extra damage. Oh, I can't imagine his feeling out there, bro. No, I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, bro. Yeah, sometimes this deck can just like high roll like crazy, and it's too unfair sometimes. It's just, ooh. I have to take a shower after this one. I see. Oh my god. Oh my, no. No. It shouldn't be like this. That's too much. Oh. That feeling was, oh my, no. When you high roll like this, you know that it's like 0 chance in the world an opponent can actually climb after that one. Oh, oof. Oh, against the Warlock, by the way, we didn't play against the Warlock with a Hunter. I guess that should be actually a good deck against the Hunter. And I think that is one of the reasons why Allocation Warlock actually is on the top of the ladder right now. It's like a top 2 deck as far as I remember. Cryopractor is good if you have an egg, but we don't really have one. We can go for Tracking on the first turn to find an egg here, right? Tracking, egg, Cryopractor, and like, you know, see what happens, right? Maybe we should actually search for an egg here with a Firefly too. Okay, let's go. Let's try that. Let's try that at least, right? Oof. Oh, dude, the bitters. No, I have to find an egg. Oh my god, it ain't finding them. Well. Okay. Oh, plan didn't work out. I guess a time for high roll is over. I guess it's okay, now that we have an Amphibian here, we have to play that out like this. Because we have a way to buff our Ouija Slitherspear. Mister. Do we go for a Cryopractor here? Like, is that a good choice? For Murmy, for example. Obviously he has an ultra cover. It's like not even a question though. Like, imagine us having an egg here. That would be so good. That is reserved for next turn, I guess, right? Let's go for a Murmy here. I kinda want my minions to stick on the board, unfortunately, for us. If he has another Ultralisk covered, that would be really tough for us to, you know, to get out of this game. Without a proper... And that is a top deck of an Ultralisk covered. All we have to do is this. Oh my god, and the worst bounce. Bro, I guess our time for lucky for lucky games is over, right? I guess that is like, you know, that is a sign that our luck is like, you know, that our luck went down. That's about it. If he has a consume right now, that's probably a GG. Still 12 damage, that is a lot of damage by one. And he has exactly a consume. As I said, our luck, I guess, is over, right? Whew. Oh, well, that's good. I heard that is good. Heard that is good, so. Don't kill that Cine. Kinda want to. How do I do that? Like, a hound will be like a race next turn.
Fire and blood. Feel your blood run cold.
Maybe a +3/+3 on a Wither Slitherspear is actually really good. But the next turn I'm just like not doing damage. So let's go. What was this? Not doing damage on a turn is just like not what I need here. Still turn 5 and we are like, you know, trying to find a way how to kill him off, right? Huge. Seaside Giant, okay. Well, we have a lot of damage, but not enough.
My blood boils for war.
All in the place, man. Top deck of a Patchwork Pals is an instant lethal, right? Still have a way out of this game. As crazy as it sounds, Mixologist tries to find 2 damage, right? Okay, let's see if our luck wear it off, right? Let's see if he finds it. 2 damage is all you need. 3 damage is not enough. 4 armor, draw a card. Well, 4 armor is fun. Oh my, spine crawler here. Huge. I don't think I have enough. That's weird. That was a huge mistake by him, huge one. Chill out, bro. We have to pop it off, right? We cannot, like, give him a chance here. Let's do that, okay. We cannot, like, give him a luxury to trade by himself, because he will find a way, I guess.
So many.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Mistake, okay. Okay, we have a chance here. Well, still not enough damage, unfortunately, for us. Still cleared everything off. Bro, how many ultralights? Like, he drew all of them. He found consume, he found the copy. My god. How lucky should you be? Give us consecutive Patchwork Pals 2 turns in a row, please. I ask too much, I guess. Okay, okay. We wanted to play... we wanted to find a way how this deck can lose, but this guy, oh my god, that is... Well, the same story as we lost against, like, Shaman, right? They found all the board clears in the world and they just won out of it. Same story is here. He found all the board clears that was even possible to get and a heal. Even if he didn't have just like one consume there, he would be dead right now, right? Just one consume. I actually, like, even if he found all of those board clears and just like didn't find a consume to heal, that would be exactly enough for us to win this game. But he just found everything, like every single card that he needed, he just like found it, bro. Well, I guess that's too much sometimes, right? The same story as with that shaman who found all the board clears and a full combo on like till turn 7. Like, you know, this is how this deck can lose. This is how this deck can lose. Well, so far, that felt like one of the strongest Menagerie version, and I guess that is why it's actually in a top win rate against like all of those other Menagerie stuff. We played the closest one to this one, I guess, is a Death Knight, right? Death Knight Menagerie. And something else, right? A Paladin was actually really good, but it does a little worse these days for some reason. Not really sure why, but a Paladin is kind of like you know, lost its win rate with time. But this deck right now is like, you know, something for you guys to try, make sure to do so. You can, you know, try to, you know, to switch things around. You might just like, you know, want to add some extra X and stuff, but as far as we played out, it was enough X for us to actually, like, you know, pop them off and win the game at some point. Zerg version actually runs all the deck like all the X twice with a Nerubian Egg and a Terrible Chef like twice. But yeah, if you do that, you actually have to throw off some cards. Like, for example, if you throw away an Arcane Shot, I guess you might be okay here. And you will probably need to throw away a Tracking, right, for an extra X if you want that. But I wouldn't do that. Tracking gives you a variability. Arcane Shot gives you, like, you know, this ping for you to actually, for example, kill some kind of town, like, for example, a small town out there. That might be, like, you know, much more beneficial for you than, like, having an extra egg on the board. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw there. But that is it for Menagerie Hunter. Thank you all guys, but that is it for today's stream. I made a couple of videos so far, and you know, see you on the YouTube. If you didn't like check me out on the YouTube, make sure to do so. But for now, that is bye bye. See you guys next time.